Hello, and welcome to Flip the Coin Onto Its Edge. I'm your host, Michael Pawpaw Newton. I've studied philosophy, classic and ancient mythology, spirituality, science, religions like Christianity, Judaism, Wicca, Kabbalah, Buddhism, and Taoism for over 20 years. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, leave all preconceived notions, opinions, and beliefs at the door. Open up. This is episode number 1, and the title of today's episode is The Game. This episode is about a game we all have to play, but almost no one knows how to perform. Just a reminder, we have a website with this episode and a transcript of the episode. The website is FromPawpaw.com. Now, on to our show. Now, just suppose you gathered 18 people onto a baseball field. All of them were blessed with the same great talent as Barry Bonds, Miguel Cabrera, and other great players from the game of baseball throughout the last 25 years. Then you would give them the equipment, bats, balls, gloves, the playing field, etc. But they were missing one vital ingredient. They were missing all the rules of the game. They had absolutely no idea what baseball was. What do you think might happen if you told those players to play baseball and they could not leave the field until they got the game down right? Obviously, chaos would be the name of the game. There would be fighting, arguing, and people would make up their own rules, and others would end up quitting in frustration. The bottom line is this: it does not matter how much talent one has. Talent will never manifest if you are missing the rules of the game. The physical equipment means nothing without the non-physical elements, the rules. Without rules, you get complete and utter chaos. Natural born talent remains dormant. It's all a state of potential. With rules, you get immediate order. Your talent blossoms, and greatness is actualized. There is a game a lot older than the game of baseball, a game a lot older than football, soccer, or any other game in all of history. It is called the game of life. Each one of us is a potential Barry Bonds in the game. Each one of us is born into this world with enormous talent. However, it remains dormant, locked in a state of potential. We have been playing the game without ever knowing the rules, the laws of the universe, the laws of life. Some people have realized the laws of the universe, but most have not spoken of them for fear of retribution. Similar to that in the allegory of the cave. In this allegory, Plato describes prisoners chained in a cave, mistaking shadows cast on a wall for reality, unaware of the true world beyond. When one prisoner is freed, he struggles with the intense light of the outside. And before his eyes adjust, he's allowed to perceive the true forms and reality. The chained prisoners represent people who are trapped in ignorance and illusion, only perceiving the visible world. The freed prisoner represents one who undertakes the journey from ignorance to true knowledge and wisdom. The outside world symbolizes the realm of true knowledge and the limit of the five senses. The prisoner is then returned to the cave. However, upon returning to the cave, he starts to share his knowledge. He is met with hostility from the other prisoners, who are comfortable in their ignorance and unable to comprehend his experience and want to kill him. The other prisoner's disbelief and hostility toward the freed prisoner represents how people can be resistant to new ideas that challenge their familiar beliefs, sometimes even resorting to violence against those who try to free them. Others have spoken the laws of the universe and have faced doom that put dread into the hearts of others who are aware for succeeding generations. As a result of our own lives are filled with chaos, fighting, arguing, and not understanding the rules of life. Most times we're forced to make up our own set of rules. Many of us are pressured into making up new games. Some of us simply quit the game every time it becomes too frustrating or too difficult. We must learn the rules of the game. We must master the laws of life in order for our talents to be fully actualized in our business and personal life. Therein lies the intention of this podcast. We must start with a seed. Just like when you want an apple tree, you choose a good seed for the purpose. You wouldn't choose a peach seed or a seed that was old, diseased, or shriveled. We must start with a quality frame of mind when we start going outside the normal box of consensus to learn the laws of life. The seed we need is the culture of how to receive. Training how to receive is the object of the game. But first, what is it that we all want to receive in life? Ask yourself, what do I really want to receive in life? Most answers to this question usually include fulfillment, inner peace, prosperity, security, love, wisdom, freedom, etc. Can you hold any of these elements in your hand? Can you weigh them on a scale? Can you locate them in physical space? Everything we truly want to receive in our lives is of a non-physical nature. Call it an energy for now. So who cares? How is that information going to help you make your mortgage payment, close your next business deal, advance your career, or improve your relationships in life? There are rules to revealing energy. In your life, wherever there is a lack or want, whether it be in business, relationships, or welfare, it really means there's a lack of energy. You simply did not know how to reveal the energy of success in a particular area of your life. Before Thomas Edison existed, the whole world lived in darkness. Man did not know the rules of electricity. After Edison invented the light bulb, the light was turned on forever. Was the light from Edison's bulb really something new? Was electricity something new? Can we really say Edison discovered it? Of course not. Edison was simply the vehicle to reveal this energy. It was there all the time, potentially. Did Isaac Newton invent gravity? Did he discover some brand new force? No, it was always there. The same is true in our personal life. All the energy we want to receive, fulfillment, power, peace, love, security, wisdom, happiness, it's all here. But we must learn how to reveal this energy, how to tap into it. Now, look at life around us. We think more physical matter will bring us happiness. We think another car will bring us happiness, another wife or husband, more clothes, more jewelry, more business. A person buys a house, And after a while, he's unsatisfied. He needs a bigger house. He buys one and moves in. He has not achieved lasting happiness. When you get to the essence of what that person really needs, is it the physical house or does he really need a home? That's all we have time for. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Next time, we'll talk about rule number 1 in the laws of life. I advise you, don't believe anything you hear in this podcast. Test it out in your life. It has to work for you. Believing means there is already an element of doubt. The secret to success is to know the laws of life, not to believe in them. When you test these laws and principles, you will come to know. For your own benefit, make room for compelling new ideas in your life. This will allow you to understand and evaluate the teachings more effectively. Quick reminder, check out our webpage, FromPawPaw.com, and click the button to follow this podcast. Remember, God woke you up this morning for a reason. Now go out and find out why.